You're playing a piece and everything sounds fine, but at the same time, something feels strangely flat and mechanical. You know the rhythm should sound a whole lot more interesting. I've helped students just like you turn rhythmic confusion into one of their favorite parts of playing. By the end of this video, you'll be able to count and play the dotted quarter note rhythm confidently. And you'll have a fun practice tip you can try today in any piece that you're working on. A dotted quarter note is simply a quarter note that gets stretched by half its value, creating a long, short rhythmic feel when paired with an eighth note. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to play this not as written, but I'm going to play it as if it's just quarter notes. It's perfectly fine, right? But listen what happens when I add the dotted rhythm as written. Did you hear that little bounce? That's the dotted rhythm making the playfulness of this piece come through. Understanding dotted rhythms matters because they show up constantly in piano music at every single level. Learning that long-short or short-long feel now as a beginner helps your playing immediately come alive in a whole new way. By the way, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Rosemarie. I've been teaching for over 20 years and composing imaginative piano music for nearly as long here at Must Love Music. The most common dotted rhythm you're going to see at a beginner level is a dotted quarter note followed by an eighth note. And it looks like this. So when we count the rhythm, we use 1 and 2 and to show the half beats. And it looks a little like this. We often just use a plus sign. You'll notice that the dotted quarter note starts on beat 1 and your eighth note comes in on the and. So that's 1.5 beats for the first one. And then the eighth note lands on that half beat. Another way of thinking of this is long, short. So try saying that out with me. We're going to do 1 and 2 and I will play it for you. 1 and 2 and. Now let's put that under our fingers. So we're going to use just 3 notes, G, B, and D. So you can focus entirely on the rhythm. We're going to start with just G, 1 and 2 and. Try it out. Pause here if you need a moment. All right, so let's do B next, but instead of counting, let's just say long, short, long, short. Try it out. And let's do D. You can use either option, so 1 and 2 and, or long, short. All right, so let's move through all 3. We're going to go G, B, D, and then end on G. But we're going to use the long, short, long, short. Go ahead, try it out, and then come back. So here's the thing to really listen for. The long note is going to feel like it's almost leaning forward. And the short note gives it that little, almost like a flick at the end. Long, short, long, short. We're not playing that eighth note very long. It's almost like a little gentle bounce into the melody. Once that feels comfortable, try mixing up the order of the notes. The rhythm stays exactly the same. You're just getting comfortable feeling it under your fingers in different spots. So I might go long, short, long, short. In my online studio, you'll use techniques like this to create your own music from day one, like taking this long, short dotted rhythm pattern and using it to compose your own short melody, or experimenting with how it feels on different parts of the piano and in different songs. I specialize in neurodivergent-friendly instruction, so everything is designed for how you learn best. Ready to see if we're a good fit? Link is in the description, or scan the QR code on the screen. Let's do a little experiment. I'm going to play through a section of Puppy in the Park as written first. And by the way, that's where I'd pulled the excerpt from before. I'm going to swap in, well, I'm going to first play it as written. Now I'm going to play it with that long, short dotted rhythm that we practiced and see what happens. That tiny little rhythmic shift changes the whole personality of that section, doesn't it? So here's a practice tip you can try today. If you have a piece with a run of quarter notes in a row, try playing it with a long, short rhythm, right? So you're going to go long, short, long, short. You don't have to keep it that way, but just notice how it changes the feel of the music. It's a great way to explore rhythm and make music a little bit more your own. By the way, which do you prefer? The straight rhythm of just the quarter notes or the swing feel? Let me know in the comments below. And if this video helped you, a like really does make a difference. It helps more piano learners find their way here. So you've just unlocked something that's going to show up in nearly every piece you learn from here on out. Head over to last week's legato video if you missed it, because controlling how smoothly your fingers connect is what keeps those dotted rhythms from feeling bumpy and rushed. They really do work hand in hand. Thanks and happy playing.